questions. Michael.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You and the Vice Chair have spoken about affordability this morning. I'm sure this message you heard from your constituents while you were back home last week. But the White House, after some of the Black Friday numbers came out, said that the record Black Friday spending is an indication that some of the affordability sirens that you all have sounded are a little bit hyperbolic, or a little bit, kind of overblown. What's your reaction to the White House? Kevin Hassett was on the Sunday shows this weekend. What's your message to the White House, who's saying, look at the consumer spending numbers, look at how Americans are continuing to spend money, and that's an indicator that, again, some of what Democrats are saying, is kind of, overblown.
People waiting in line to get a deal doesn't necessarily mean we have a soaring and roaring economy. It means people are looking for a deal. And so the only way we truly know what the economy looks like is, look, our members of Congress are out in our districts, we're out in our community, we see it, we talk to our friends and neighbors, and we hear from them the affordability crisis that they're in. We hear direct stories from them on their healthcare premiums doubling, and getting notices, and having to think about whether they're going to go without health care for the next year if these premium increases stay. That's what we hear. So, but look, in communities all across the country, people, Black Friday is a tradition to go wait in line and to try to get a deal, to try to get ahead on the Christmas shopping. But Kevin Hassett is in the White House. Is just continuing to, perpetuate lies if they use one anecdote as a reason to call for a good economy. One of the things that they can do and that they can control, though, is they can produce real data. They can fund the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They can fund agencies that give us good data so we have an understanding of what is happening with the economy. They don't want to do that. Because they know that the tariffs that they've imposed on Americans are crushing people, and they know that those costs are thousands of dollars that people will face this holiday season as a result of Trump's reckless economic policies.
I find it really funny Republicans are making that argument about Black Friday setting records. The reason it set records is because prices increased. That's why, because people are paying more and getting less. And that's why you see consumer sentiment surveys that shows that consumer sentiment has been rapidly dropping. Polls after polls show that American people know that affordability is a crisis, and they want Trump and Republicans to do something about it instead of focus on stupid things.